Posted videos before of a few different North American Arms revolvers. I don't think I've ever posted a video of this one. It's the smallest one I own, and also the oldest one, at least in terms of how long I've had it. I've got a 22 Magnum version that I also bought used, as I did this one. So I don't know which of the two. I would have to compare serial numbers, I guess. But it doesn't matter. I don't know which of the two is the oldest, but I've had this one the longest. Like I said, it's the smallest one I own. It's a 22 long rifle only, small frame. But they do make a smaller one that's 22 short only. And I would kind of like to have one of those. I think they just make a limited run of them every year, and I think it would be cool to have one. Now, chances are that might actually be a better weapon, but the NAA is really fun. Let's pop a few rounds through it. And I brought a partial box of this stuff. We're going to shoot some of that in it. Right now I've got it loaded with snake slash rat shot. All 5 rounds. But I'll unload those and load it with this and shoot some of them. This is, I guess, less than half of a box. So, and it's in a plastic bag inside the box, so I'm going to use the box as a target. And this thing is, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's not accurate. I don't know, it might be accurate. I haven't really tried it to see how much actual accuracy it has, but I know that it's difficult to shoot accurately. And it's pretty small, and you got to hold it funny. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got pretty big hands. I carry it in that little leather pouch, but I've got pretty big hands, so I have to basically wrap my middle finger around it, around the grip, and I usually kind of hold it sideways like that when I shoot it. So let's bring it up here. It's close range only. You know, it works for shooting snakes and stuff like that at very close range. That's about all it's good for, that and just making a bang. But let's take it up here and run a few rounds through it. So this doesn't have a sight on it at all. It used to have a front sight, but I ground it off because it was pretty much useless and unnecessary. Some people might be able to figure out how to use that front sight to hit things better, but it didn't work for me. So I decided it was just a worthless protuberance. So I ground it off. So let's see how it does. I'm just going to stand, you know, basically shoot at something like it's something right at my feet, or just, you know, just a little beyond, because that's about as far away as I can hit anything with it. You can see why the shot shells work a lot better for me. You know, I've got to be diligent about cleaning it periodically to preserve its wonderful accuracy. You know, after 10 or 15,000 rounds, it might build up a plating of lead in the bore that might cause the bullets to keyhole if they're not already. Oh. /S, sarcasm off. So let's try some of these tin cans. Actually, you know, I mean, I haven't fired this thing in quite a while until now, but it seems like you know, after running a few cylinders full through it, I'm able to hit what I'm pointing at a little bit better. So let's see if that's the case here. Yeah, that does okay. By the way, don't be fooled by my previous statement. I'm pretty sure that I've never fired 10,000 rounds through this thing in all the years I've owned it. Although I should. You know, I might be able to squirrel hunt with the thing if I were to practice enough. Who knows? So I kind of put my thumb behind it on the back strap and hook my middle finger across the front of the grip. Had a couple of misfires, but they went the second time around. This one's going to be the last cylinder full out of this session. I do need to polish off those rounds since I had a couple of misfires, albeit from a tiny gun. You know, they'll probably be reliable in some of my other 22s, but still, since I had a couple of misfires, I probably need to polish the rest of that box off pretty soon. I'll have to decide which one I'm going to use. Maybe that will be my next video. Use another little 22 snubby, and maybe even another North American Arms, and see how it shoots with them. But for now, let's go ahead and shoot these final 5. Tell you what, let's find which one is not firing. And move it so it's striking the other side. No, they all fired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. See? How'd I miss that? Anyway, I did. And as you can see, I actually did get a little bit more accurate at shooting it as I got more accustomed to it. Because when I started out, I was about up here somewhere. Then, for the last couple of cylinders full, I doubled the distance. So that's probably, I don't know, 5 to 7 yards probably. Something like that. And I was hitting, you know, hitting what I was aiming at least part of the time from back here. So, you know, little gun's not entirely useless, but it's really only useful for plinking. But you know, even something that's only good for plinking is not much use as a plinker if you can't hit anything with it, because it's not much fun to just go bang and never hit anything. Might as well be shooting blanks at that point. But you know, as you saw, I'm able to hit a little bit with it at close range. And at this point, I'm going to reload it with my shot shells. Because with the shot shells, you know, there's a good chance you'll be shooting at something very close. And pretty much almost right at your feet. And it'll, the shot spreads a little bit. So that makes it more likely to hit what you're pointing at. Started to say aiming, but there's no aiming with this gun. Anyway, thanks for watching.